Hi, church family. I'm coming to you with a daily hope today from June Lake, California. And our great verse today is Mark 11:25 that reads like this. And when you stand praying, if you hold anything against anyone, forgive them, so that your Father in heaven may forgive you your sins. And when I first read that as a young believer, I felt like, okay, I have to forgive people or God won't forgive me. C.S. Lewis thought this was one of the hardest verses in the Bible because he was kind of reading it the same way. And I'm sure the Holy Spirit led him into the conclusion that God led me into. And that is, we forgive others as we enter into the forgiveness that we already have in Jesus Christ. When we enter into, in worship and prayer and the Word, into His presence, then God, almost by osmosis, just gives us these things. You know, when our kids were small and they'd be fighting with each other, accusing each other of something, particularly if someone swiped something and it was an argument. We would bring them in and say, okay, let's pray about it. They knew that was our secret weapon, and they would just, because when you come into the presence of God, everything becomes clear. Everything, when we stand at the foot of the cross, we can't help but forgive others the way Christ has forgiven us. You know, there's a saying in French that's way better in French than I can say in English because I think it rhymes, but it says, to understand all is to forgive all. And when we come into the presence of God, when we see Jesus and what He's done for us, we get a greater understanding of people. And as we enter into that forgiveness that we have in Jesus, we become more forgiving people. When we enter in worship, in the living Word and in prayer to His faithfulness, we become faithful. When we see His kindness, we become kind. When we see His compassion, we become more compassionate. And when we do this, when we stand praying, if we forgive anything against anyone that we have against them, the weight comes off and we are free and God is glorified. So have a great day. Enjoy it. Enter in to His forgiveness because there's nothing better. Lord bless.